Oopsie doodle. Sit down, Gia. You're gonna fall. Sit. Neely. Go sit. Hey guys. Hi, Helen Wellen. Oh, goodness gracious. We just went live. There'll be none of that, Lord. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Judy. Hi, Linda. Come on in. Welcome, welcome. How are you? Hey, Clicky Clickerton. Go lay down on the couch. Go lay down right now. You sit. I got 3 of them tonight, guys. This will be the last night. I have 3. Sit down. 1, sitting. 2's like a cat in the window. Gia, you're going to fall off. 1 sec. You're going to fall off the couch. Sit down. Stay. Okay. You guys, no, Neely, go lay down. Go. Get up. There you go. So anyway, I'm really excited for Wednesday because I have a project planned. It's going to be a big project. It's going to be Halloween, but not scary Halloween, but a little bit animated, a little bit colorful. And I've been cultivating, and I just got some things in the mail, and I went down to the magical basement, pulled out a few more things. I cannot wait to make it. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but it's going to be big. It's going to be pricey because I got this really cool thing that I've had for 4 months now that I've been hanging on to because I can't wait to use it. And we're going to do it on Wednesday. I was going to do it tonight, but 2 things. Nana's not here. And Nana typically is like, okay, stop. So sometimes I need that. Not always. But, because I like to go a little bit big. But it's the holiday. And I thought, well, everyone's going to be away. And I don't know. They'll probably be away on Wednesday too. But I don't know if I can hold out until next Sunday. I don't think I can. I might even have to go live tomorrow and do it. I don't know. Don't judge me. I have no makeup on. It's too hot for makeup. I had me a baseball hat on today, which makes me look ridiculous, but, sometimes you just have to cover up that hair and move on. Hey, Doreen. Hey, Jeffrey. Happy Sunday. How much rain? We got a lot of rain today. We sure did. It stopped right now. My lawn really needed it, for sure. Hi, Linda. Hi, Donna. Hi, Lily. I am a tease. I'll show you one thing. It's going to be a centerpiece. I went from a wreath to a centerpiece. I'll show you one thing. Just one thing. It's by another maker. I'm not going to show you the other thing because I can't. But I'm only going to show you part of it. Okay, are you ready? Neely, go lay down. Boom! Look at this. Look at that face. Voila! The eyelashes are killing me. Look at it. Don't worry, it's got arms too. But it's going to be it's not going to be scary. It's not. I swear. Alright, that's all I'm showing you. I got all my things. I have a project here, a project there, a project over there. I got projects up here. Another project over there. Look at what I got from Angie. Look what Angie sent me. Now, I was going to keep it like this because it's big, but I think it could be bigger. I'm going to make a wreath out of it. I love it. I love my cup shirts. So when I saw that, I had to have it. I just had to have it. I didn't see her make this live. I don't know if she did or not, but you can order this and paint it yourself or, have her paint it, whatever. But I love that. She sent me that one. And, listen, get up there. I have a plan for her. And she sent me this one. I can't wait to make these. I can't wait. So they're all up here while I cultivate my things. I have to cultivate It just means collect my stuff. All right, so anyway, I got this bucket. It's a super cute bucket. It is not humongous. It is, let me measure it this way because it's a little wider on the top and the bottom. It's like 14 inches wide by 10 inches tall. We're going to make it taller, but we're not probably going to go wider. Who knows? Anyway, gaps and cracks. A little bit of glue. Oops, I need a lot more glue than that. What is Neely? What is she doing? Neely. This is my nephew's dog, named after Cam Neely. Go lay down. She's a girl, but she has a boy's name. Neely, go. Oh, that girl. She needs her mother to be home. All right, I'm gluing it in just around the edges too, so it just stays put. You could easily pop this out and change your arrangement if you wanted to, because you know I like dual purpose, right? And this is a really cute bucket. The bucket is from babamwreaths.com, Farmers Market Sunflower. Ta-da! And so I did a little spray painting today. I was working on a project for, hey CT, hi Angie, thank you for sprinkling, I appreciate that. Hey Hersha. Is my comments not moving? What on God's green earth is happening here? Hey Pearl and Vincent, I missed a few. Brenda, so sorry I missed you, but come on in, come on in. So I wanted to use sunflowers, obviously, because there were sunflowers on it, and it's super fall, so they're starting to turn. And I had sunflowers that were this bright green. All the leaves were bright green, which really didn't go with my project because those were like spring. So I took brown spray paint and I sort of covered my phone has like this, you know, because I spray painted outside, my phone was on the ground, so it has like a little bit of crispiness to it now. But I literally flipped them upside down and I spray painted everything brown, including the backs of the leaves. Just a few. I learned this trick from the Greenery Gal. Full disclosure. Right? Hey Deborah, thank you for sprinkling. Thanks for sprinkling. Hi Danita. Hey Eunice, how are you? Lorraine, Justin Grain, how are you? What's happening? Let's see. Who else did I miss? Kathleen, hi. So anyway, I took a little spray paint, including the back of the leaves, if you can see that, so that it would be more comparable, because if you see this bright green and I had put that in my bucket, you could see this was kind of like spring and this is very fall. But now that I painted this, see how these are olive green? It made a giant difference in how this looks. To me, makes a giant difference. Can you guys see that? Hi Cherise, happy birthday! Hi Cindy. So anywho, that's what I did in order to get them to conform to this color. That's it. Psh, psh, couple of spritzies here and there. And I'm going to leave these two together, and I'm going to be dipping and sticking. And I think I'm going to have it lean a little bit towards the front. And let me see. I was going to keep it together. I'm not now because this is too tall right here. Well, let me just think about this for a second. I'm going to fold this branch sort of in on itself, because that way if I need it to be a little bit taller, I can pull it out. But in the meantime, I'm not going to lose complete height by cutting it. So you just give it a little fold upon itself, make a little S-hook or whatever in there. You're not going to see it. And get in there. There we go. So then we could pull up a little bit of that height. Also, I think I need some more gaps and cracks, because I've got some other things that are a little bit shorter. And I'm probably going to put a little bit of raffia at the bottom of this so that we can, and a couple of U-pins. So I don't see what's happening in the bottom of my bucket, because nobody wants to see gaps and cracks. It ain't pretty. It works, but it's not pretty. I'm just putting in a couple U-pins for a couple more anchors in this gabagool I got stuck in here, okay? Alrighty. So, flip this over because now that I have the leaves dark the way I want them, it will work out best. Good to see you. I know! Can you believe that? Hey, Vanessa! Did you guys see the bucket Vanessa made? I think I got inspired by that bucket because I really loved her s'mores bucket. And she made all the things that went in it. It was huge. Amazeballs! It was really amazing. I loved it to pieces. Okay. So I have, again, spray painted this so that it wouldn't be that. And this is like, I know it looks a little bit dirty, but I kind of like, you know me, I like it rustic. I like it a little dirty. And I want it taller on one side than I do on the other. Oh, use those muscles, Bigelow. Get him going. Use them. I don't have any muscle. I used to be muscly. I could lift 2 50-pound bags of dog food. I can't do any of that anymore. I can barely lift a 50-pound bag of dog food. Seriously, I need to get to the gym. But that would mean I would have to sweat, and I don't like to sweat, and I'm fluffy, so it is what it is. I would rather design than exercise any day of the week. Hey, Scott Stinnett, how are you? It's crazy fun. It is awesome. Georgia Brown, how are you? Hi, Kaylin. You guys, yeah, that s'more bucket was fabulous. It is fabulous. Hey, Julie, I hope you got my, you did get my message. I don't want to say what I got because, they're for the event. Miss Julie donated some, what do you call them? My brain has just left the building. Door prizes. She donated some door prizes. I don't know if I'm going to be able to ship them, though. I'm going to try to fit them in my suitcase. Thank you. We were talking about the live. Hi, Jojo. We were talking about the live. The s'mores bucket, right? What'd I miss? Am I missing something? Listen, I do not have my life together. Okay, so we have this angly, I kind of like that fluidity of it. I don't want everything matchy-matchy, and I like to go from tall to short. I have this awesome ribbon, too. This one ribbon is a couple years old. I just never use it very often, but it's the perfect complement to this bucket, if you know what I'm saying, right? It's the rusty, a little bit more brown, a little bit more golden, as opposed to a super bright sunflower. You guys are picking up what I'm putting down. You guys are designers. You know what you're doing. All right, so I'm also going to add in, now I typically like my 3s and 5s. However, do I have another one of these? Oh, Lord, I don't think I do. I'm going to work with it because this is a 6, right? 7, 8, I don't know. We're figuring it out because tonight I'm all evens, not odds. It's just so bizarre for me. But I'm going to use the stems with the leaves because I need that color, right? So I told you I was going to save them, and I did. Typically, I'm a stem thrower-outer, but I didn't throw them out this time because I knew they would come in handy. And I like them to be spilling, right? A little bit of spillage. You never hurt anybody. Let me just get this stick out of here. It has been pouring all day. Started last night. And what am I looking for? I have gotten so much done because I didn't go out anywhere. And it was too hot. It was muggy. Thank you for sprinkling. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up here. Sorry. Hi, Donna. I just ignore the rules sometimes. Yes, I do. Because, I'm the middle child. They say that the rules were created because of the middle children. Have you guys heard that before? I heard it all my life. I was the reason rules were created because I tend to break them. But it's fine. It's fine. Everything will be okay. It'll be okay. If we get done, if I do this quick, I might do the gingy. I might. We'll see what happens. I always think, oh, this will be super fast. And then it's not. We're going to add in this gorgeous rustic, I would call this a rust peony. I love it. And I've got some really cool, I don't know if they're wheat. Oh shoot, I just got that on my flower. A wheat stem. I'm going to let that dry and then pick it right off. It's just on the edge. It's this. I got this from the gals at Ribbons to Bows. It is Regency, but isn't that kind of pretty? I think it's going to lighten it up. It's going to go really nicely with the wording on here. But it's such a really cool, you get 1, 2, 3 stems. I don't know. I thought it was really cool and very fall-esque. It is not a pampas grass, but it almost has, I don't know, it's just really, it's like a foxtail. That's what I would call it. What does it say on here? Flocked a foxtail, a grass, a bundle. La di da. So there you go. Let me undo it because I'm not going to keep it in this fashion. And we're going to add that. Let me move this pin before I stick myself with it. That too. Okay. My sister, when she gets back and she has to do inventory, she's going to pass out. Peony, that's right, peony. I'm the middle child too. The oldest child ruins it for all the middle. That's so true, Kimmy. It's so true. I have to save all these tags. Look at the pile of tags I have for her. She's going to be like, what did you do? Like, a few things. You was on vacation. I had to keep myself busy. Let's cut this bad boy down. And let's move it up in here. I don't want it to be super, super tall because I don't want it to be the focal point. I really want the focal point to be those sunflowers that I stained up. But I do want, you know, it's pretty. I think it's going to add a little character. A little character. Just a little bit here and there. I have 2 of them, but I think I'm only going to need 1 stem of this. A little bit coming out that way. A little bit coming out this way. Oh my God. Where's Scott Waterman? Angie, I love the knives that I got from Pampered Chef. But I keep cutting myself pretty badly. They hurt. They're really good knives, but listen, I'm not careful. And Pampered Chef knives are no joke. Whatevs. I'm just going to have to pay attention, which is not something I do well. I like, I'm watching TV until I cut myself. I'm like, ugh. We're going to go here. And a little bit, I'm going to hold on to that because I'm not sure yet. And we're going to go with this one. And I'm going to go short. Again, I'm just folding that stem onto itself so that if I change my mind and I want to have the height, I can just pull it right back out. Okay. This one's going to be super rusticy. A little bit of height one way. These are a little bit wired, so you can bend them, right? Let's get rid of this. I've got some other pumpkins. These come from Hobby Lobby, and I was there yesterday. I hadn't been there in forever, and one of my favorite things to buy from them was not there. I was devastated. It's like this little, the stem itself is not little, but it has these tiny berries in like fan shape, and I love those. And it makes me mad that I don't buy it out when they have them, because I figured, oh, it's a staple that I have it all the time. It was not there, and I thought, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I love those for fall. But I found these pumpkins. They did have dark brown pumpkins on them, which I needed dark brown. But I needed it for another project, so I pulled the dark brown ones off, and I looked at this, and I went, goes perfect with my project for tonight. I love when a plan comes together, even when I don't plan it. right? And I love these, love the stickage. Stickage is my thing. So we're going to pull these things all over the place and wrap them. Because we got to do that. Hey Mary. Hi Michelle. How are you? I was just telling you, look at how good these look after I sprayed them with brown. I even sprayed the flower a little bit. I told them the little trick you gave me about spray painting. And that went from a really, really spring, summer sunflower to an autumn, fall sunflower in like 10 seconds. So we're going to add these pumpkins. And I'm going to go tall in the back first. Well, yeah, let's go back here. Okay, mixy matchy. Get some of these in here. Pull that pumpkin forward. Okay. So here's where we are thus far. I have a lot to fill because this whole half a bucket is naked in the back, but don't worry, I got lots of things. And then I'm going to take this one and spill it out the front. Nana is still not home. She's still at the Disney. They don't leave tonight until like 9 o'clock, so she won't. Yeah, you can do a lot with some spray paint. I spray painted something else for this other project I had too, because I couldn't find the other thing I needed, so forget about it. I just made it. Thank you, Jackie. Is Angie? Sorry, I missed. Oh, hi, Angie. You're talking to Angie. La la la. What's with their angry face? Waterman. I was just saying, I absolutely love my knives from Pampered Chef, but let me just tell you, I cut myself again. Because I don't pay attention when I'm doing stuff. I do not pay attention. So listen, this is the front. We'll work on the ugly back in a little bit. But my God, I love those knives. But I cannot be trusted with them. I love your flower arrangement in the bucket. Thank you. I got the bucket from Babam Reefs. Little Hobby Lobby. These I spray painted. So they wouldn't look like spraying because they were like a bright green. If you watch the beginning of the video, you can see the bottom. Actually, hold please. I can show you exactly what it looked like. Okay, so this is what we have now. This is what it was. Can you see the difference? What a difference that makes. Because this is super spring summer with that green, but then when I sprayed it with brown spray paint, even the edges of the flower became very fall to coordinate with my basket. La 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 la, I la da da. All the rest I'm free to watch you live. Thank you, Lila. That's so kind of you. I appreciate that. But it makes a huge difference because this would not have gone with this arrangement. These are from Maravic, guys. I love Maravic. M-E-R-A-V-I-C. Maravic. Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay. So anyway, let's do another little bend. Right? Not a perfect bend, but a little wonky, twisty uni. We're going to go in here. Let's do that instead. I want these to sort of spill out just a little and mix in this little foxtail. Get my little curlies going. Okay, let's see. Can I see what I'm doing here? Okay, I'm good with that. Now, I need to move this over and this over. Okay, so we're getting there. We're getting there. Let's get rid of this. We don't need that. We are going to do a bow. I've got these beautiful berries. And these these are from Melrose. These are magnolia leaves, and while I have no magnolias in here, the color works for me, and I think it's going to bring out this golden color that's in there. It's a good filler, right? All of them are wired, so we can move them around. I like to go up and down with a little bend like that, because that is, to me, looks a little bit more real than just like a flat leaf. Like little roller coasters, if that makes any sense. See, doesn't that look like a lot more lifelike than this? Kinda, sorta. Alright, we're gonna go right in the back. This is probably too tall, but we'll judge it once we get it in there. We're gonna put it a little bit sideways. We're gonna get some of these leaves to go that away and this away, so we can see them from both sides. Okay. What are we thinking? Hi, Tony. Tony, did you send me a friend request? I've been getting a lot of them, but mostly I've been getting a lot of friend requests with no picture, which I know is scams. So if I don't accept it and you're like, hey, it's me, you'll have to message me. Like, hey, I'm sending you a friend request, you dodo. Because sometimes I don't do it, because after my page got hacked, I got really very, very nervous about what I accept and what I don't. Okay, got that beautiful golden yellow color in there. This is a super light, it's not heavy at all. Okay, and this one I'm probably going to put backwards to fill in some of this back here. A few going backwards, and a few going forwards, in case they stick out someplace. Going right back in here. Okay. So that's what I mean by backwards. I just flipped them upside down, so some still face forward, but also I'm filling in the back and I'm getting a little good coverage back there. Now I'm going to go in with this, which is going to be a really nice filler, especially for the back. This is one of those foam leaves, and I could cut it up, but let's see. I think I'm going to use it whole. Don't judge me, people. Nope, I'm not. I'm going to cut the center out of it to bring that color over to the front and to the side. Give it a little bend. I love these little raffia pieces. They're pretty. And it gives it a lot of movement. There we go. Great, great filler. It moves in and out of all the pieces really nicely, so you don't see any of the holes. We don't want a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. We don't want that. Not in this bucket anyway. Okay. Get a little of that color going on over there. I've got some leaves popping out of this hole, which is good. And we're going to use another one to bring that color right here through the center and a little piece over here. Hi, Letitia. How are you? Thank you for sprinkling. How's Mr. Dago doing? I hadn't seen him in so long. I was happy to see him on that marathon last weekend. Make lots of food for the girls. Ooh, awesome, Melissa. That's awesome. Now, wait a second. Is that Dago or is that Tish? I don't know. I don't know. Thank you for sprinkling. Thank you, guys. Okay, it looks like you're liking this piece. I see lots of hearts and thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. Tell me who you is. Is you Dago or is you Tish? You want this one, Maureen? You're too kind. Maureen is a neighbor and a very good customer at the Pottery Cellar. He's good, tired from being out in the heat. Yeah, I can only imagine. The heat does me in as well. Thank you for telling me that, because okay, Maureen, I won't list it in the Etsy shop. It's Tish. Okay. All right, so let me break this up one more time, because I don't need a huge piece in the front, but I do, because I have that wrappy stuff in the back, I want a little spilling out the front. I do like those foxtails. The big bushy foxtails. I forgot to tell you guys the other day, I told you I went up to Hobby Lobby because I had to go find this one specific thing, and of course I didn't have it. So of course I had to spend more time in the store looking for something to replace it. You know how that goes. And then you find stuff on sale and it's like, forget about it. A deer ran out in front of me, like in a road where a deer should not have been. I was like, I couldn't. He was standing in the middle of a lawn on a very busy road, and I kept looking at, like, am I seeing what I'm seeing? Like, if that had happened around my house, I would be like, yeah, it's a deer, no biggie. And I stop, and I let them go, and I make sure they get across the street so nobody smacks them coming around the corner or whatever. But I stopped in the road because I was like, what is that deer? And it was not a baby. This was a big, well, it was a mama, because it didn't have any horns. Just her little ears were sticking out. I was like, holy moly. So then I got nervous because it's such a busy street. So I literally stopped my car, I put my hazards on, and I went bzz, to roll down the window, and it scared it. And it was like, oh, no. And it ran back towards the house. I was like, should I wait? Is it because he's going to, like, he was sort of jutting everywhere. And, so I drove past, and then I see this big truck coming towards me. So I pulled into this driveway, and the truck was way down. I pulled into this driveway, pulled in, backed up, because I didn't want that truck to come flying past, because I knew the deer was going to go. And as soon as I backed up and turned my car on, the deer was in front of me again. So I just stopped my car and put my hazards on. Poor deer! I was like, no, he's not going to get killed on my watch. It's not happening. It's not happening. I would not sleep. Oh my God. I would not sleep. All right, so we got pumpkins. We got this. Do I need the berries? I think we do. We're going to have a few berries. These are Regency also, and these berries are weather resistant, which I like. Even though this is like an inside piece, y'all think I'm crazy about the deer, right? I'm serious. I can't. I freak out. Like somebody hit a fox. This is where I got the foxtail, the dead fox, the deer. This is how my brain just worked. Hey, don't be touching my camera. Neely, lay down. We need some berries right up in there. Oh, see, yeah, we totally needed that. Doesn't that look pretty with the berries? Now I'm going to break this one down because I do want berries on this side, but I don't want that big chunk of berry, if that makes any sense. So anyway, that's how my brain works. Foxtail, the dead fox I saw on the road, which freaked me out, and it was a big fox. That's why I got stuck in the deer. Don't judge me, people. It's just the way my brain goes. Probably trying to get back to her babies. Probably, because she was a big girl. I mean, she was not a youngin'. And she was very, you could tell she was not sick, but, she was like not having it. When she saw my car, she kind of froze, and I'm like, don't worry, girl, I'm not going to let that truck. The guy came up on my behind. I'm like, you're going to have to wait. There's a deer right in front of me. And I drive a minivan, so he probably didn't see it. And then the deer, thankfully, didn't go to the right. It went to the left. It went back into the grass. I was like, okay. Because that truck wanted to go around me because he was so impatient. I'm like, no, there's a deer in the road. So cut the crap. People. Slow your roll. Nature's in front of us. All right, so I have a big old hole back here. I'm going to fill it with my berries. I've been this way my whole life about animals. I don't know what it is, but I guess there could be worse things. But I do break for animals, squirrels, all the things. Alright, I need these because my sister has to put them in the inventory. 2 of those. Okay, now, let's see. Oh my gosh, it's only been a half an hour, guys. I need a little bit back here, and I'm just debating. I think I'm going to put a little bit of raffia back there. Hold on. A little bit. You're not going to see it, but you're not going to see any gaps and cracks. So I'm going to take a chunk, and I'm going to take, can you guys see what I'm doing? A little U-pin. Take a few little chunks, right? Zip my U-pin in there. I'm not going to glue it right now because I know, I will burn myself, just kind of like I just poked myself with a needle. Yeah. I like it because it looks very farmhousey, but I also like that it, you know, it doesn't, it goes with the design. And it hides a myriad of things. I'm just going to mix it up back there. Okay. And then, let's see, can I see anything in there? Right in there. I don't want anyone to look through the top and see down in the middle of that foxtail. I'm going to take another one here. Push it through the U-pin. Give it a little fold. Put a little bit of glue. Hopefully I won't burn myself. Everybody hold your breath. There we go. I didn't burn myself. Okay. Okay. I love those foxtails. What do you guys think of those? Do you like? You like? Ooh, me like it. I do think I'm going to put a little berry right up in here because I have it. So we're going to use it. And I like to skimp, you know me. Okay, that goes there. This one just says water resistant. We don't need that. And I'm going to pull this one apart. Who has been watching the Yellowstone Marathon? I can't pull myself away. I've seen all the seasons at least 3 times a piece, like all the way through. Thank you, Maureen. Oh, gosh, I can't read that. Thank you, Deborah. Hi, Lisa. Thank you so much. You guys are thebomb.com. Hi, Eva. No, I don't think you're crazy. I was going home and a cow was stuck in the water and I pulled over and didn't know what to do, so I was calling out, "Come on, sweetie, you can do it." Look up and state trooper stood there in the street waving his hand. Hey! Neely! Sorry, guys. Sorry about the camera. That's Neely walking around back there, waving his hands. Wait, I gotta finish reading that because that's hilarious. That would be me too. Waving the king. Was calling out. She got out. That's hilarious. I love that story. Listen, I just love my animals. I can't. I think they get me and I get them. That's all. It's like when I go see my friend Gabe. He's so rude because he likes the treats, and I just laugh because I think it's hilarious. He knows exactly what he's doing, right? Ugh. Gaby baby. I can't wait for the folks that come to the event in October. We're going there on Friday night. We're going to feed all the babies. Okay. I think we're done with this. Nope, we're not. It needs a little bit of some ribbon because I have it. And what I'll do is I'll attach it to the handle over there, and that way if Maureen doesn't want it, she can take it off. So let's just make a little bow. Couple, 6, 8, 10 loops. Nothing crazy. First thing California girls think of. Jojo, do you watch When Calls the Heart? No, I don't know that one. I know. Listen, Teddy and Oliver, they're a little misunderstood. They're a little bit fresh. They like to smack their horns. They just, they come over and they're like, hi, smacks. It cracks me up. They're so fresh. Who's down there? Neely, my love, go lay down. You can do it. Go on. There you go. Now the other two are sleeping. Behave yourself. I'm going to tell your mother that you had ants in your pants while I'm on the live. She won't be happy. She probably won't care. She's just coming home from Disney. My sister Karen, that is her dog. It's technically my nephew's dog, but he moved away with his girlfriend and, got another dog. So we call her the spare. It's not. It's terrible. It's terrible. He went and got another doggy and left his other one behind. But it is what it is. She's really been Karen's dog for a long time because when he was in Boston, there was no way he could keep a dog. His apartment could only fit, literally you walk in and it would fit his bed. It didn't even have a full kitchen and it cost more than my mortgage. Boston's ridiculous. But he's not there anymore. He's out in Vermont. We think he might be moving home soon, but I don't know. I hope so. Anywho, all right. Oh, so you guys, I know a lot of you have been messaging me about the sugared pecans. We're calling pecans out here, but Mr. Waterman told me they are pecans. So we're going to call them pecans. Anywho, long story short, I have made them for a very, very, very long time for my family and neighbors and people at work and stuff. And I was like, this might be a nice, good treat to have at Crafters Convention. And I was like, I can't just sell salt. So we're making that too. And I made them, and I do plan on putting them in the shop, but not yet. Okay, so they will be coming probably not until after Crafters Convention because I don't have time to do it. I literally just put the box via FedEx today in the mail, even though FedEx won't pick up till tomorrow. I brought it down to the Walgreens where my FedEx guy picks up from, and because they'll be picking up tomorrow, and because it's the holiday coming, I'm like, he's probably going to come early because he wants to get his shift done, so I didn't want to be late. So I brought 77 packed bags. I packed and stickered and ziplocked and did all of that, and I packaged them carefully with, the Cadillac, a bubble wrap and all that stuff to get it to the Waterman's Loft. Hopefully in one piece. Lord knows. Because I have to get all the cookies done when my sister comes tomorrow, because we're going to have Nana's cookies, we're going to have the salt, we're going to have the pecans, and my sister, she was going to make it's a thing called white trash. It's a white chocolate with like graham crackers and stuff like that. And she and I are trying to start a little family business where we, I told you guys this before. We want to do like the Cookie of the Month Club. It'll be Nana's cookie, but it'll be like flavors of the season and stuff like that. And she's going to do chocolates, and she makes really good toffee and stuff like that. So we wanted to test all these things out at Crafters Convention. But I'm a little bit worried about the white chocolate because of the weather. So I don't know if we'll do that or not. I got to talk to her when she gets back. But thank you, Maureen. I will drop this off. If you're going to be up at your cousin's house, I can drop it off there, or I can leave it at the pottery cellar for you. No rush to pick it up. And hi, Sandra. Hi, Eva. I'm headed to the Greenville area. We'll have a great time. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Lori. Did you never leave the TV if it started watching Heartland? Oh, really? How many seasons of the... Hi, Janice. How many seasons are Heart? I think my sisters watch that show. But here's the thing. I am not big into like soap opera-y crazy love stories. I like a lot of violence. Sorry. That's why I think I love Beth. I think she's hilarious on that show. The stuff that she says, whoever writes for her is hilarious. And I absolutely love it. So, you know, I love my cowboys. But I don't like, I'm not a girl who loves like the Hallmark Channel. I think it's like the same story over and over and over again, and I can't take it. My sister absolutely loves that show, or that channel. Outlander, I tried, and I could not get into it. It was like back and forth, but I don't make a lot of time for TV, but when I do, it's got to be something really, really good. Like, I love Chicago Fire. I don't like Chicago Med. I'm starting to get a little bored with Chicago PD. Like, I got bored quick. And now that Severide's not in Chicago Fire, they best, you know, get to stepping on that because, anyway. And Jesse's not there, so I'm starting to get bored with it. That's just how my life goes. You watch Heartland daily. Is this like a soap opera on every day? What's happening? What's with the Heartland? Hallmark is ridiculous. I can't take it. I cannot. It's the same story over and over and over again. I couldn't watch Outlander. I really tried. Michelle recommended Virgin River. I watched Virgin River, a little bit hoaxy for me, a little bit, you know, little. Was okay. I watched it, and then it was like, whatever. Yeah, PD was getting crazy. He's supposed to come back. He better, Lorraine, or I'm done with that too, because I'll be making pecans and salt and everything else. You love Outlander. Maybe I just didn't get, like, some good episodes. Sometimes you have to watch something for a while to be like, ooh, what's going to happen next? Anywho, I hope you all have a wonderful 4th. If you are hanging out by yourself and you want to watch fireworks, I'm going to be watching fireworks at Angie's because I'm not going to fireworks around here. That's just too crazy. I love Chicago Fire, Doreen. I absolutely love it. And I love that the stories are integrated with the other 2 series. I really do love that. But I don't know. The med one for me is just because I think I know a little bit too much about the health field with my sister being a nurse and what really happens, and none of that stuff could really happen in a day like that. So it's like whatevs. Oh, that I do need to watch. I've seen a couple episodes and it was excellent. Happy 4th, Jojo and friends. Thank you, Serena. Happy 4th to you guys. You're a sucker for Hallmark. Ellen Wellen, now you better stop. Blue Bloods was your favorite. I don't care for Tom Selleck, so I couldn't watch it. But I've seen it, you know. I used to love NYPD Blue. I was addicted to that. I think I still have every show on DVD because I bought it to watch it and I loved it. You know, initially the first couple of episodes it was too much with the camera, but as, you know, the season went on, it sort of slowed down. I like that sort of nitty-gritty about it. Canada Ranch, Amy's considered... Ooh, a horse whisperer? Trash TV. Can't do it. I can't watch Housewives. I can't watch any of that. It makes me insane. I'm into scary. Ooh, I love true crime. I love it. I will watch ID. I call it the Murder Channel. ID 2020. I could listen all day long on that stuff. 1883. I'm going to watch it tonight. Can't wait for Andy's Fireworks. It's going to be good, y'all. I'm going to watch it too, Carlene. You guys, I never get to just chit-chat. I never do because Nail's like, hurry up, get off. No one's got time to just chit-chat with you. Anyway, yeah, 2020 Dateline. I will watch and rewatch that like it's nobody's business. And I do love the original Law and Orders. The new Law and Order that they came out with, I did not care for that at all. I just don't. Yeah, ID Channel, I love it. Dropping off, I can swing over your house. Let me know when you're dropping off. Yeah, no worries, Maureen. Murder shows all day long, all day long. Yes, Angie, this is why we're friends. True crime, I'm all about it. Yes, I love Yellowstone. I'm just waiting for it to come back on. I've been watching it all weekend because it started like from the very beginning to the end. And there was a scene, I must have been, jibber jabbering or doing something. I was like, I don't remember this at all, so I had to scrutinize it. All right, you guys, have a great weekend. Nana will be back on Wednesday. I'm sure you're missing her because she's a whole lot funnier than me. Got to know how to cover up, just in case. You got that right. Amen. You never know when you're going to need something like that. Criminal Minds. That was one of my faves. I liked Gideon because he was such a little off. I like characters that are a little bit hard to identify, And so I'll watch it. My niece loves it. Of course she does. Because that's what she wants to do. Dr. G, Medical Examiner. What's that on? Is that on the ID channel? Or is it like a Netflix or something? I got rid of my Netflix. I can't afford that stuff. I know Gideon was cool. Well, I like the actor as well, Mandy Patinkin. Did you ever watch him in Yentl? That movie was so good. I do like me a musical. I hate the Hallmark Channel, but I love me a musical. I'm a complex individual. Alright, guys, I'm going to say goodnight. Love you all, and be kind to one another. It's important. I'll see you on Wednesday, and you're not going to want to miss it. I'm so excited about it. Talk to you soon. Bye, guys.